is finally getting tighter around Zandile Kumete's neck after her and co-accused were finally charged in the for 20. Okay, let me start again, everybody. I'm so sorry about this. This is me not being here for a long time. Anyway, so Zandile Kumetes and her co-accused have been charged for 420 million rand solid waste management tender back in 2019. The embattled former mayor of eThekwini and her co-accused case has been transferred to the Durban High Court and is scheduled to commence on June 14. Woo!
Yeah, let me tell you, this story will rock anybody's chair, Lesotho, trust me. I mean, in their 324-page indictment charge sheet, which basically reads like a political thriller manuscript penned by John Gresham. I mean, it includes nearly 3,000 counts of corruption, fraud, money laundering. I mean, is this a competition? The news of Zandile Kumete's charges have obviously drawn a lot of conflicting views on social media, and this is what Tweeps had to say. So Kamu Marvin says Zandile Kumete has 2,786 charges, yet some of y'all will be out here defending her, claiming she's under attack because she's black. The reason corruption has been given race in this country is because y'all protect these corrupt guys because you say they are one of our own.
To give us the fourth perspective is our friend, political analyst, social commentator, Luka Novana. Welcome back to the show, Luka.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So, Lucanio, the story is obviously on everybody's lips. What exactly do you make out of the story?
Look, these are very serious allegations that are faced by Mam Zandile Kumete. These are very large monies involved here. For 420 million is nearly $500 million. But not only that, this is a contract that goes to the core of service delivery. This is a waste management contract. If this contract is not done right, rubbish will pile up on the streets.
Yeah. So it's been almost 2 years since this case was launched, and it's been marred with indecisiveness, and it nearly collapsed. Do you think that the Durban High Court will be the final nail in Mam Zandile Kumete's coffin? And I want to know, Uguti, how will they handle this high-profile case, and will it actually set precedents for the future?
Well, hopefully not, because this is a casebook study of how not to conduct a public prosecution. I mean, we saw the Hollywood-style raids and arrests that happened almost 2 years ago, and it has taken the public prosecutor, Mr. Larkin, almost 2 years to serve a simple indictment and on the defendants. And this is not how public prosecutions are supposed to happen. Hollywood-style arrest must be matched with Hollywood-style prosecutions, quick and fast. Justice delayed can be justice denied.
Well, I mean, you speak about Hollywood style. I mean, it was all happening even outside the Durban Magistrate Court. I mean, we saw her supporters setting up stages, picketing, some even coming as far as the Free State to come and show solidarity and support for the embattled leader. Does this speak to the narrative here that there's a political conspiracy involved here? And what do you even make of this kind of support that you see outside the court?
Unfortunately, the actions of the NPA sometimes fit into this narrative, because the only people that we somehow recently see being charged are only the vanquished from the previous conference of the ANC. So it's only the faction that was defeated who are now being charged. We'd like to see some members of the winning faction as well, who have some serious allegations against them and the case to answer, join this particular factionalists in the box as well and answer for those allegations. Then we can say justice is fair and blind in South Africa.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Lucanio. I'm sure we'll speak to you very soon about another legal issue on our timeline. Now, this next story made it onto our timeline after award-winning fashion designer and the 2019 LVMH winner Tebe Magugu shared this interesting tweet. He said, "Proud to announce that the Costume Institute at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Met, has acquired our Girl Seeks Girl dress from Autumn-Winter 18's Home Economic Collection to preserve it as an example of outstanding contemporary design." Woo,
congratulations.
I mean, this is big, right? I mean, this is like monumental in the world of fashion.
It definitely is. I mean, for us who follow fashion, into fashion, the Met is like the Vatican, basically. Do you know what I mean? It's like that place. It's iconic to have a South African designer whose pieces are now turned from just fashion into art that's going to be in there forever. Is just, I can't.
Are you dying right
I'm
now?
dying.
Are you
Please-
dying?
Please send me your dreams. I love you so much.
No, man, we absolutely have to celebrate excellence. And I mean, in the spirit of preserving garments, I mean, I would love to know from you guys, which garment or clothing item that you own do you think needs to be preserved?
I believe that no museum of fashion and art should not have this. This is an emperor going into battle. Shield and everything.
Sure.
I love
I love that.
That is gorgeous.
It's giving me art and culture, which is like a really big moment.
You're saying it's giving you Zulu.
It really is.
Art and culture.
Art and culture? Wow. Well, wait till you see my picture. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the host of the most Metro FM Awards in 2015. A whole Mo flavor. Hosting this award. And this suit right here is the suit that I wore, one of many suits, of course, when I opened the show. Call it mustard, call it whatever you like, but this is majestic.
Mo, you look like a corrupt pastor. you look like you preach prosperity to unemployed people.
Just give us 1,000 rand.
Mo!
All the more reason why we need to preserve that suit, because it's going to be a lot more worth in the future. Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of worth a lot, the piece that I'd like to preserve is the first award I ever won was the Mail and Guardian 200 South Africans in 2019. And this dress I bought, it was actually from like a random department store because I couldn't find a designer yet who knew who I was. And then I happened to wear it on the cover of The Throne because I just thought like, let's bring it back for another moment.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, so the thigh out moment. I think I'm going to keep this one, and it's going to be one of those that, like, if my kid is like going somewhere, I'm going to be like, ooh, once upon a time.
Don't be that parent.
I'm definitely
No, don't be that parent.
We have to talk about that tattoo. I mean, what a reveal.
We'll do trending after dark where I can't show it right now.